my people! Welcome to another professional risk takers game. My name is Harlow the Hog, and with
I'll do it with the rug.
XT296, also known as Chad.
Shad
Or
the
Carter.
Shad Carter boy. And here we are in the semifinals of the Professional Risk Takers Cup. This is gonna be the group number 1. And again, of course, with the different eliminations that has been happening, we have a stack lobby here. In the first position, we have with the black color, we have Cecil Dugan. In the second position, well, in the first position we have the zombies, of course, but let's jump them. In the second position, we have in red the menace. I am Mamba. In the fourth position, we have playing with purple. Noob 2.0. In the fifth position, we have playing with pink or magenta, for those of you that like pit. We have Feliz. And in the last position, but not least, we have Cecil Dugan. No, I said it wrong. See, this is what happens when they change colors. Anyway, I will probably say the names right sometime down the lane.
Yeah.
Carter, what can you say?
Spawn is absolute trash. His spawn is terrible.
Here you go.
Depending on the pathing, he's gotta hope and pray that the zombies go up, not down.
So, Carter, what do
Gonna
you
lose
say?
all of that.
What,
I
Carter?
think he's.
What can you say?
I
Okay.
think the first thing you know, also with the pathing, he's got those 3 stacks. Mama's got three stacks up on the right hand side, and he's got to make his choice. And I think he's going to move that 3 that's right below left to that 7 out of the way after this next hit. The only chance he's got.
Yeah, he's fortifying
He's gotta
up,
hope
right?
that the zombies path up, not down, because if they
Uh-huh.
path down, he's gonna lose a lot.
Oh, but now, yeah, the way that he did that fortify, now that zombies, if they go down, they have to hit his 1 and then hits 2. So for those of you that don't know, the settings for this map are: the map is Deutschland or Germany. The type of game is Zombies Apocalypse. We have Blizzards on, Fog of War on, portals are stable. We have progressive card bonuses, 60-second timer, no alliances, and balance blades, people. That is the game that we're watching right now, of course, because there is Zombie and there is Fog of War. The only thing that we're going to be able to see is going to be Mamba's perspective of the game. So, luckily for us, we have here Shad and we have Rockster, that they're going to let us kind of keep track of where people are in different positions. Of course, because Mamba haven't been in the bottom right side of the map, we have no idea who's hiding in there. So, sometime down the line, Mamba will have to go and explore. Chad, what will be your strategy based on Mamba's game? What would be your strategy right now?
Hope and pray I don't get killed first turn because this is a terrible spawn. I would try, once the zombies settle down, try to get some vision at the bottom, because I mean, I said it was a bad spawn not only because the troops are right next to the massive zombie stacks, but because you don't have any vision at the bottom whatsoever. So my strategy, if the zombies go up, that's perfect for Mamba, because then he doesn't get slammed. As far as I can tell, from what I can see, he doesn't get slammed that badly. If the
They
zombies
usually
go up,
they usually prioritize the portals.
Ooh,
So-
we went up
Okay,
to
so
The
third.
that's
idea
good
is
for
that
Mamba.
probably
That's
yeah.
good.
So he went north into the portal. There's
Yes.
a chance that he may end up popping out the ass. So he
Oh, does it go straight up again? Okay.
No, it
yeah.
kept going.
So
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's what he knew. He knew that the zombies were going to, obviously focus on the portals. Chad, also, I don't think people are aware that you and I both did quite well in the zombie tournament about 3 or 4 months ago.
That's
And understanding
I
the
wouldn't
pathing
say
is
I
the
did
most.
very well.
okay. Goodbye to the
I don't,
three.
say I don't think I did very well. You're nice. You're nice about that.
So for those
I don't consider myself to have done well.
for those of you that are new to this kind of game, the zombies are like a bot, but just during their turn they attack, and every time that they destroy a territory, they just keep getting more troops. So every time that they destroy a territory, and also every time that players keep getting more troops, the zombies keep increasing on troop count until a point that they just have refills.
So zombies get half of the troops that they killed. So if the zombie takes out your 6 stack, it's going to get 3 troops back. If the zombies, like, it rounds up in the case of if it's got a 2 stack and it hits your 1 and takes that out, it gets your troop back.
Now something.
That's how zombies can keep on attacking over and over again.
Now
So I
something.
think your
Uh-huh.
vision, I think here Mamba is probably going to start moving down on the left. He'll start moving into so he can see a better, at least to have a better glimpse of what's happening with the board. But he needs to be careful because we think one of the big stacks of zombies is down right. I think that's where it is.
So the zombies, they're not gonna attack you until they have at least twice your troop count. So
Correct.
if they have double whatever you have in a stack, there is a good chance that they're gonna stack you, that they're gonna hit you. Now, also important is that the zombies, they don't move randomly. They have a path. They have like a primary path, a secondary path. So if you know that, then you have a huge advantage in these kind of games. If you don't, then you have to pray.
True.
Yeah, there's more than just knowing the pathing map. It's important to know, like, just even the basics. Just, do you have a big enough stack to where the zombies aren't going to hit you?
Yeah.
It's why the prime positions in zombies, the last position, not only is it good because you can hide before the zombies cover up your tracks,
Okay,
but
there's
also you get more starting troops, which is pivotal for preserving more positions. So if you get an extra 3 troops, you can preserve maybe 1 more position or 2 more positions than somebody in first position would be able to. So, like, the best position in zombies games is usually the last position. I mean, that depends on how players play too. Like, if somebody's gonna go for your kill and you're sitting on 5 cards in last position, somebody's gonna be like, oh, you get a bunch of troops for killing you. That might not be the best position, but usually last position is the position I prefer in zombies games because you can preserve your stacks and you can hide better.
something that is really important about this round of the tournament, since we're in the semifinals. Points don't matter anymore, folks. Right now, only the first 2 positions actually move on to the finals that are gonna be next week. So, right now, there is no incentive of killing people first or second or third. The only thing that matters is just placement. That is the only focus of this round, folks. What would be your strategy, Rockster, if you were playing right now in this position?
I-
What would be your strategy right
I
now?
think, honestly, I think that the positions you want to have no more than potentially 3 positions because I think the zombie stacks based on troop counts are going to really accelerate. And I think that right now he needs to make sure he focuses on at least 3 positions based on the actual board territory counts. That's my first focus. It looks like Mamba's getting close to that. It looks like Feliz is getting close to that as well. And that's really the strategy. This is all early rounds, but we're probably going to see the zombies do their double or their potential triple jump in total troop count here in a minute. I mean, I think the next round you're going to see it.
For those of
Yeah, you're gonna see double plus 1. It's usually
Yeah.
typical in growth.
for those of you that
Nobody's
don't
called a
know,
bonus, have they?
I haven't been paying attention to that yet. For those of you that don't know, there is a round sometime between the 3rd and the 5th, 6th round.
Yeah, Samboy's got the middle bonus. That's a good game for Sam.
So there is a
Unless
round.
they get infected, they're gonna win.
There is a round between the 3rd and the 6th round that the bonus, they just go in a mayhem and they like double the number of troops that they have. Usually when that happens, most of the board gets clean. So right now 64, that is not that big, but probably in the next few rounds we can be expecting to see like a 100 and something.
120.
Yeah, and that's where you're gonna see that the board is gonna be cleaned up.
Okay, so if I in that previous turn, if I were Mamba, I probably would have attacked down with the 4 and combined stacks because you need big stacks. Zombies are gonna start tearing apart. That 4 in the corner looks good, but I think the 4 at the bottom dies. Because there's gonna be this one ginormous zombie stack that's gonna come out of nowhere, wipe out probably Black's 5 or Purple's 4 and a bunch of other stuff.
So if you have to guess right, that's the best thing that we can do right now. If you have to guess, right now we see at least 4 positions, let's say, of the black player. Do you think he has a position somewhere in the right side of the map? And if he did, where do you think he has it?
He's
Let's
definitely
see.
got one. Unless he got whacked, he's got one in the right in the +4, the one with the portal in it.
In the
Yeah.
plot.
I remember that from the start.
And whenever
And a MOBA, if there's nothing next to that 7, I think he loses that next turn because I think the zombies are going to double one more. Because
Yeah.
somebody held a bonus, that makes the zombies mad.
so
Which is unfortunate for MOBA.
the way that we know
There's
that
nothing you can do about that.
the way that we know that somebody's holding a bonus is at the beginning of the turn. You're gonna see how many troops somebody is earning. Now, right now there is only one bonus that is easily to be held, and is that bonus that is in the center. Let me. Where is it?
Yeah, the 2 territory
for
bonus.
war.
Yeah, I'm trying to. There, that is Canada.
Yeah.
There is Turing Gun. That is the middle bonus. That is a +4. Carter has a hypothesis that whoever holds that bonus usually wins the game. So let's see.
Yeah, unless they completely biff it, unless they completely screw up, they're going to win. Like, somebody could go overextend for a kill when they don't need to, and they get so weak that they feed the other player and then they feed themselves in the process. That's like the one situation where you lose after holding that bonus for most of the game. Another one is you are unfortunately infected and you lose everything
Yeah, but
there
should,
because the zombies whack your guy.
shall we be expecting an infection here? Nobody's holding bonuses but one player. Would you be expecting an infection right now?
I have no idea when infections occur because that's the one part of zombies I don't know.
I don't think
But-
you will see an infection because right now the troop counts for the zombies are high enough to not warrant it. So see, they just popped 63 with no infection. So I think now,
Mamba escaped.
yeah, it barely made it by 1, by 2, by
Yeah.
basically 2 troop.
Yeah, I bet you he's breathing sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Oh, Pink lost their stack at the top.
Yeah, right now,
Did-
Nope.
right now, Rockstar and Shadow are talking about that 7 that is in the top right position that is surrounded by 12s, which means that 2 more troops and that 7 is gone. So that means
And another thing to prepare for,
Mhm.
if somebody uses a +2, that could wipe your position, so you got to prepare for that as well. Somebody can have a +2 right next to your territory on one of those stacks, and while you may be safe, if they use a +2, it's your position's gone. That's happened to me a couple times before, so
Yeah.
not exactly the most fun thing to have happen. Or you
But I'm going to
have
be
a-
shocked. I'll be shocked if he doesn't add some to the 7.
yeah, he should be adding
Yeah.
everything to the 7. I would
That's also a position that people can't see.
yes.
Yeah, that's there it is.
Okay, there we got it. Okay.
Oh, he's banking. He's literally banking on the fact that they're not going to be more than 3 troops on added in the next cycle.
Yeah, they should add one more troop
Okay,
this turn.
that was a nice
Maybe 2
roll.
at most. I don't think so.
No,
Anything else.
that four in the bottom is in danger right now with that 6.
Yeah.
So that is the thing, people. Whenever you have more than 3 positions, I like to have at least 3 positions. That is my stance, because when you have more than that, unless you have something that is kill guarded or shielded, there is a really good chance that it's gonna be that is a random big stack is gonna come out of nowhere and it's gonna clean it up. So me, I usually try to
True.
consolidate my troops and have at least 3 positions. 4 if I can have a position that is kill guarded somewhere where I can just trade cards with somebody. But I didn't do that well in.
Frick. I don't think purple needed to roll that.
That wasn't a good. I don't understand.
I mean, purple was trying to roll the zombies down so that when they add more troops, it's not enough to wipe out their position. But they didn't need to. 'Cause the zombies are just going to add one this turn, I think. So unfortunately, Nub just lost that position.
Yeah.
Because they didn't. They're unsure about how many troops the zombies are going to add this turn.
Based on that information, we definitely know that he's in 2 positions. When he adds troops in his next turn, we have to keep count of how many troops does he add to each one of the positions. Because if we see everything that he's adding to those 2 positions, then you can safely guess. You can do an educated
He's got a
guess.
top left position, I believe, if I remember right. He's got a top left position as well.
Yeah, the one up I forget what it's called. That one on top left where the connector is to the
Blizzard.
to the Blizzard.
Let me see.
I believe that's him.
Oh, I don't have the name there. But that is in the northmost
And I
point.
would venture to say he's probably got something in that +4 with Wardrow in it too. I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure about that.
And there we have.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Samboy is tracking kills already.
Yeah. So right now we are seeing some.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
zombies added 2. Zombies added 2. Okay, I didn't expect that. But so maybe double. I mean, so
there
that
we
one-
got it.
ooh.
That position is lost. And
That's a position that he really needs too. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
the good thing is that he still has 4 positions. The bad thing is that all of them are in the
He's
north.
more centralized.
Yeah, all of them are in the northern portion of the map. So in my opinion, he needs to start adding troops to that bottom position and find a way to move them discreetly. Right now, well, everybody sees the position, so no. There is not gonna be a
Well, nobody sees the 5. Nobody sees the 5.
yeah, but I think people know because that 5 was
People know where it is. The thing about zombies is sometimes you can keep somebody from killing you because your stack is bigger than they expected.
oh yeah.
So beefing up that, like making sure you have enough. Like I said, the +2. See, that was a 14 stack. Somebody used the +2 to make that 16. So that's almost got to be cognizant of that, and I'm sure he's noticed that there's a 16 stack next to him instead of a 14. And he'll add
Yeah.
probably 2-3 to make sure.
I was going to say that is an honorary 69. The dab is a must. Even though it's not only 1 stack, but still, the guy made the effort to do a 69 there. We need to salute that. My friends,
Why am
I know you cannot see me, but I'm dabbing. I'm physically dabbing in here.
Yeah, so Mambo adds a couple troops there. He's got a very cheap card in the zombie one, which is nice.
Yes.
It's not good unless something absolutely astronomically bad happens.
Well, he didn't add to that
He's
position.
not going to lose a troop on that.
Oh,
one.
never mind.
He's not going to lose a troop on that one. The zombies lose the tiebreaker on rolling them. That's another thing about zombies. Attackers have the advantage over zombies. That's why you see attackers prefer to hit a zombie 5 over somebody's 2, because there's a better
does have a
chance you
trade.
lose troop. I don't think he had a trade.
Oh,
I
it
don't know if
didn't?
that- I think that was 2 cars and a horde and an infantry, but I might have been mistaken.
Now
Is Black trying to force Mamba out of there because it looks like they're trying to set up the bonus?
if they are, that is a bad bonus.
Or maybe they're just trying to set up a trading zone in that
And
where the zombie 6 is.
and I was going to mention that the best one of the strategies whenever you're playing zombies is to have like a position where you and somebody else or else's can trade in cards. I don't know if that's what's going on in there, but Mamba or somebody needs to attack that 6 from the zombies so they have that position that is free of charge, let's say.
I mean, that's nice, but also I'm not a fan of the trading zone because, I mean, yes, you're getting cheaper cards, but also your mobility is limited to taking that card. You're not exploring around the map when you're just getting your cheap card. So you're stuck in one position. You're not finding out where other people are. So that's my. I mean, like, while it's nice to not lose a bunch of troops on zombie stacks, you're also not finding out where people are. That's the double-edged sword of the trading position.
So at this position, guys, what would you do? Because right now the cards are way too expensive. So of course you guys need to explore. Right now Mamba doesn't know anything about the bottom right portion of this map. At what point do you figure?
He can't get to there. He can't get there either. He should just chill. Keep setting, let other people hit each other, and then swipe in when that time's right. Because he's not in a position to win.
Yeah, for those.
If somebody feeds him the kill, then he's definitely in a position to win. Like, say Black goes for a kill on somebody with 5 card, and they fail it, and Momba knows the position, then yeah, he's set up. But that's like the only way, because Samboy's been getting that +4 for 4 turns. Samboy's got at least double everybody's troops.
Well, let me.
I think Mamba's only a chance is to possibly get a card off that 1 to the left of his 7. Otherwise, I think you're right. I think he has to sit
think he should move. He should gravitate towards the left a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Oh, he's got expensive cards now.
yeah, it's expensive. That's
This is the
double
point
move
where
there.
it would be nice because Mama really can't move, considering how huge the stacks are. He really can't move. So it might be good for somebody to set up that trading zone, or he sets it up because he's surrounded by other people's troops. And at this point, it would be beneficial for Momba to maybe initiate the card trading zone here. This position's alive.
Ah,
That stack keeps on getting threatened by the zombies because they keep doubling because Samboy keeps getting his +4. That's another disadvantage to these bonus heavy maps. If somebody takes a bonus, they screw over the entire board because the entire board has to deal with more zombie multiplication.
and there you got it. He lost two. He lost two during that attack. Again, this is me, but I have to say this out loud. Mamba is a better player than I am. He has had more success, but I would have started that trading zone in the middle because all of his stacks, they are near bigger zombie stacks, which means that all of that is gonna be crazy expensive, and he has no incentive of moving that 11 that is trapped by those big stack of zombies because he could by mistake run into somebody and rebuild that position, which is something that he has of his list.
He's going to lose his position if he attacks any of those zombie stacks. He's going to lose too many troops.
Yeah,
He's surrounded by. That's a great position to have because nobody's going to whack through those 20 stacks to kill you unless they know exactly where you are and they know exactly your stack side. So that's the position that's not going to be killed.
and I'm not 100%.
Unless somebody goes for a kill and plows through those stacks and reveals your position. But
And I am.
or somebody has
Huh?
the card there and they know where you are based on the cards.
Do you guys recall if somebody saw that position earlier in the game?
A lot of people did.
Yeah, somebody
well, actually,
had to.
no. I think there was a zombie 7, and then no. Only
He
one
had.
other person
Remember,
had
there were
was White.
three. There were three
White was the
threes
only
there
one.
with a zombie stack above him, where the 14 zombie stack is. He went into the portal, and then he had the three threes that were down below. One where the 11 one where the 19 zombie
Oh,
stack
okay.
is, and one below the 17. So
Yeah,
he really had a lot of the view for other people. It wasn't available to him because he really had monopoly
White
on
was
that.
the only one that saw his position.
Let-
Now that I think about it, White was the only player that had the
Yeah.
vision on his position there.
Let me take this time to let you all know, let me remind you all that we have a sponsor, that is Rogue Energy. If you are pulling an all-nighter or you are just need some extra boost of energy during your work time, hey, go look them up. They are our partners during this tournament for the Professional Risk Takers Cup, so thank you so much, Rogue Energy, for sponsoring our tournament.
They have the Rogue Energy has a Sour Patch Kid flavor that looks kind of good. Unfortunately, they were sold out, but when that's available, I might get some of that. So it looked kind of good.
Okay, so right now everybody's still being neutral. We might be seeing people going for kills whenever the trades are big enough, and people like, for example, Black Cecil Dugan. He has 5 cards right now. He could be killed for his cards. I think it's too early, but this is one of those opportunities where it could actually happen.
Nobody should be killing him unless they can get at least 30 troops from it, because it's way too expensive.
Yeah.
The kills should happen in the 3rd round of trades.
Well, the only
Now, one of the
That's when it's
challenges.
profitable.
Now, one of the challenges we might see with nobody knowing where the 16 stack is a Mamba, they may believe that the only 3 stacks are that are them, and sometimes that causes people to go for an elimination when they think that that's all there is, and it really decimates that other player.
Like, if Black survives, they win. They've won a lot from this because they get one of the biggest trades. But if somebody decides to go for Black on 5 cards, that happens. Happens to
Yeah.
even the best of players. Like, I've gone for people on 5 cards.
there you got 30.
I'm a good zombies player, and I usually don't fail kills, but I have had my fair share of failed kills.
Yep.
And I usually go for them when it's 1v1 or
There we got it.
There's
There
one.
we got it.
Yep.
And I
And
was...
Samboy can be the one that can fail this.
And he
kill.
missed one. There's got
There we got it, my friend. The first elimination, Cecil Dugan. It's gone, and with this, he is also eliminated from the tournament.
Samboy
Samboy's
gets the
got
5 cards.
Samboy was the one that could go for that anyway because he's already super strong from holding that +4. He's got probably a 30 troop advantage over the rest of the board already, and that was before the trade. Well, the trade probably equalized, but he's got
I don't
some
believe
troop
he's.
advantage.
I don't believe he's going to waste that 35 on a 9 zombie stack. I think.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
think we.
I'm not sure about that move.
Did he give up his bonus?
I don't think so.
I
Well-
wonder, like, this stack came from somewhere. I gotta think it's from his bonus. Or was that from the portal? Oh, that was portal. It was a portal.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
I think he still has
So
enough.
zombies just attacked.
Yeah, I think he still has enough. Though he did move a stack back to his bonus, so maybe he still has the bonus.
Yeah, see, Samboy is with that +4. He can just pick and choose who to kill because he's got so many troops. It's another reason why I hate this map for zombies. Is because it's so spawn dependent. Whoever holds that +4 in the middle has a huge advantage for anybody else.
So right now, Mamba has to take a card, and there is no cheap option. Well, the cheapest is that 5 on the top of the map. Yeah, that would be the cheapest card. No, he's hitting a 6.
No, I wouldn't go that way.
No, there's nobody on the portal. Remember, the zombies attacked there. Now the bigger zombies are near here, so if you lose enough troops, you might lose that position. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I think Mamba's looking for his +2. And there's another benefit to +2s in zombies. Other people can't see that position because you have the card. So it's really nice when you have a +2 in a zombie. You get the extra troops, obviously, but also a hide.
Yeah. Okay, Feliz has been awfully quiet this game. We have barely seen him moving. I wouldn't be surprised, of course, if he takes his card out of that one because it's there, but he is not.
I don't see how. I mean, unless Samboy completely biffs this, I don't see how he doesn't win this game.
Okay, and Samboy trades in. There is nobody that is going to be profitable to be killed. But that...
He could kill somebody right now and sit on 5 cards and be just fine.
Okay.
Looks like he's trying to do that.
Yeah, indeed he is. Definitely he's not killing Mamba. So who is he going for? Okay, that is the answer. And Noob is
He doesn't
being
know about the
attacked.
stack at the top. He doesn't know about the stack at the top.
Yep.
Oh, he just fed the kill. He just fed the kill.
No! And Samboy gets the kill on Noob. Oh my!
Oh, he's gonna save Mamba. That's it. Feliz is he's going after Feliz, but he doesn't know he has that 18 stack up top.
Oh wow! Now that's the part where Samboy just completely.
Did he suicide it there?
Oh,
We don't know how
Feliz
big that
can
one
kill.
stack is
If
he
Feliz
moved.
has a set on 3, then White just killed themselves. That's not the move. After getting the kill on purple, you just sit. You should sit.
Yeah.
Because he just threw away every advantage he had.
That was a lucky roll. But anyway, you have a 1 in there. It's still gonna be clean
No,
up.
he's gonna get those all get wiped out by the zombies.
Yeah, those
anyway.
zombies are gonna fly through the entire group.
that's
Look
a
at that 21
The question
stack.
is, does Momba have a set? If Momba has a set, he gets the free kill on Felice and wins the game easily. Or he just goes for Samboy because Samboy overextended, and I think they just threw the game. And maybe a spot at the semifinals.
I don't think he goes after Samboy because he knows Samboy avoided him. Might be good neighbor with him.
It's 5 cards though.
I know.
But the safe play is to kill Felice and guarantee yourself a semifinal spot.
Well, no set.
Okay, that's a
Oh my. So
Momba Sambo's got to do this. If he gets the kill here, then he advances to semifinals. If he fails the kill, then
Okay,
at least
14
probably,
stack. Slow roll
he's
the
gotta
other
hope for
stack.
good dice. You need better dice than that. Way better dice.
Jeez, almighty.
Oh
That's horrible.
boy.
Jeepers, there's no way. There's no way. Just when there's no way.
Nah.
He's rolling bad.
Oh well. Wait.
Blitz. You got a blitz now. You're running out of time.
Oh, whoa! He
Now
got
that's
it.
favorable.
Oh!
Wow. Up from behind. Wow.
Hey.
And police have
Oh,
the
Andy.
second.
Oh!
Annie had a trade.
Police would have
Wow.
killed Mamba.
Well,
Police would have killed Mamba.
Wow.
with these results, we already have Samboy. So we have Samboy and we have I am Mamba.
Wow.
Boom!
Wow,
And
CP.
that is game, folks.
Samboy escaped with that, but he did need to go for that kill.
Yeah.
Police. He was getting a little greedy there. Thankfully,
Holy
Samboy
moly.
can breathe a sigh of relief because Felice would have killed Samboy. Yeah, man.
My
Mamba, man, clutch
oh
dice at the
my.
stalls at the very end.
Yeah, man,
Thought
I
we
was rolling
I thought
and
you
I'm
were gonna fail
like,
that.
dude, this is so tight. Ah.
And you saw the
I'm like-
wild card and you're like, thank goodness.
It was like, I'm just like, when I saw those 2 6s roll, I'm like, okay, dice are turning around. This is getting better.
So for this game, killing the zombies is not needed.
Yeah.
You can do it for your
I know,
pride.
I'm just-
No.
But it,
Yeah, I gotta
it's
do it.
so aesthetically pleasing to kill zombies.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
gonna- yeah.
I knew I saw what Sambo was doing, and he played it exactly how I basically thought a game was going to go. Is if one person gets the lead, all he has to do is try to feed the game to somebody else, and by doing that, he secures himself, right?
Yep, that's
Oh,
it.
that's
And-
the
and
danger
I
about
didn't-
that, is
I
if you
didn't
didn't
have
get
the
the
set.
kill on Please, if you didn't get the kill on Please might kill Samboy.
If Feliz
And
if Feliz
Sam
had a
was
set on
eliminated.
3, that was possible. If he didn't
did.
have the
No,
set
he
on,
did. He did.
Oh,
he had the
He did. He had a wild.
oh yeah,
He had
that's
the
right. He had the
wild
wild when I killed him. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I think that was. Yeah. I think.
So you
I think-
might have also saved your own life by.
I
doing
might
that,
have
'cause
saved
these are the
myself.
forces to
I
kill.
was under the impression that if it got to his turn and he had a set on 3, he was going for me. That was my impression. I was pretty sure I was safe, just because this one stack I had on Berlin the entire game. The only person, actually, it might have been him that saw that.
Yeah,
actually.
White-
Samboy was the
White
only
was
one that
the-
saw you.
White
Well,
was the only
no,
one that saw that position.
Berlin, this
No,
one.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see
Surrounded
that
by
one.
3 zombie stacks? No, I think the only person that saw that was a pink 2 at the start of the game, and it got hit immediately by zombies. It was
In
like-
that case, so my caller remembrance was bad.
It was like a.
Trust your memory.
I'm so glad the game went the way it did. Because
because you
I
advanced?
hated my position. Well, it's just I hated my
Well, it was a
position.
terrible start. It was a horrible start.
I mean, if you look back at my position, I thought it was awful. I'm like, I don't have a bonus play. I
I
can't
have no
do.
vision of the bottom.
I had no vision of the bottom. I literally, I'm sitting there going, I can't make a kill. I don't know where everybody is. I had no vision of the entire bottom right bonus. That entire bonus, I had no vision of it except for a 4 on Stuttgart. But the zombies got a +2 on a turn I didn't think they were going to, and I lost that position. But I
Oh, yeah.
saved what I think was the more pivotal position, anyways. So
Yeah, the Berlin one that nobody
yeah,
knew
that
about,
that
except
position
for
I had to
Philippe.
save. Had to save that one. There was no. If I lost that one, I lose.
Yeah, and it was also surrounded by huge zombie stacks, so nobody's gonna go through that. to kill you.
Exactly. I knew I could like
Unless it was
card
the
skip
final
there. Like if somebody hits on all my other positions and they don't know where I am, card skipping. It's happening. I ain't taking another card. No, but I mean, very well played from you, Samboy. I knew you took the bonus turn 1, and I knew nobody could do anything about it. And I'm like, okay, Samboy is going to decide how this game goes. I just have to hope it's in my favor.
So did you have visual of that, or do you
No, I knew you did though, because I saw most of the other players attack, and it was not in that bonus. And as soon as your turn started, you immediately went into attack phase, made one attack, and that was it. I'm like, okay, he took the center bonus.
Yeah, I had a 4 there. I had a 4 to fortify in, and I had 6 troops, so I ended up with 2 6s.
Yeah, I mean, just
I wasn't
so.
moving it.
I mean, you could have, because I was next to a 7 zombie stack that I guided to a portal.
And luckily, those zombies they went through all the other portals.
Yeah,
And then went away
My
from me.
question for you is, why did you go for the kill at the end?
Why did
Like,
I?
you had so many you had such a ridiculous troop lead. You didn't need to.
So you're talking about the kill on Cecil?
Yeah.
I think
No,
well,
no,
the
Kill
kill
at
the end when you were gonna go
after
for
you-
Fleas.
Kill on Cecil for 5 cards
Okay.
to sit on 5 cards was made sense, but you didn't need to kill Fleas.
Yeah. Okay. I'll walk you through everything then. So Cecil obviously had 5 cards, being the first trade, and I knew where 2 of his spots were. Happened to be his only 2 spots, so that was a good, an easy kill there. But then the next one was I had a position in the corner with Nub 2.0 the whole game, and then I saw 2 of his other spots, I believe. And so I just assumed he had 3, and if he had, based on how he was placing his troops, I knew he had 1 more position. He was trying real hard to like show me that he had another position, which of course he would do. So
You don't want to die.
yeah, he didn't put all 3 on the 3 positions I saw, but I knew he had another one somewhere, so I figured that out. And then my thought process was, I have so many troops, nobody has done their second trade or third trade.
Mhm.
So chances are I can get all of pink and purple. I knew I could get all of purple, and I knew Mamba would see me hit all of the pink, and he went next. So.
Yeah. The thing,
Yeah.
the danger about that though is, the Fleas did have a set on 3.
He had a
So
wild
they
when I
could've
killed him.
It could have
so
killed you.
My thought
the other thing
process
was,
there was
Mamba was first position, so he didn't have that many troops. That's another danger about that.
true. But my thought process there was, Felice
Go for the
doesn't
win.
know how many troops I had. He knew I had the bonus from the beginning. He assumes I have way more troops than I did at the end. I only had like maybe 40.
You
at the very end.
had I think it was 24. You had a 13 and an 11 stack in a corner, something like that.
Yeah, it was a little more, but yeah,
Or, yeah.
I mean, you had more until
probably-
the zombies cleared out all that stuff.
Yeah.
he probably assumed I had a lot more than I did, so my guess was going to go for Mamba.
Yeah, I knew that too, which is why when I saw my cards and I didn't get the 3rd infantry for the dude trade to set in, I'm like, I have to go for it, because he's made it, and he had an 18 stack in the top. You didn't see it. You were 1 territory off. If you had killed that zombie 5, you would have seen it. And I had a 13, 2 territories below it, and an 8 to the right of it.
Wow.
And I added all 3 troops to the stacks, and I'm like, all right, we're diving in. Slow rolled all the way down, and it's like I have a 13 stack looking at a 14. I'm like, okay, I gotta slow roll it. Slow roll, and we get down to how close was it? Was it
74.
Seven?
It was a 74.
It was a 7
75,
stack.
something like that.
It was like a 7 stack. So I had 6 troops to roll with,
think it was a
and it was 6 to
75.
6. Well, no, it was 6 to 6.
Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah,
won.
74 then.
I won the slow roll by killing off 2 troops, and it was a 6 on 4. It was high odds.
It's
I'm like, I have
88%.
to go for it. Yeah.
And
it's like,
and also
roll
you
it.
had no time.
So,
Yeah, I slow rolled my entire turn. It was like go time.
okay, so let's go quickly from our perspective over the different steps that happen. So we only have here Cecil. So Cecil, when you saw that Samboy had that central bonus, what went through your mind? Did you ever consider try to break him, or you were just trying to spread yourself? What was your strategy right there when that happened?
Oh, I couldn't break him. I would have had to roll a 7 or on. I don't know.
He
He would have given up his
Yeah,
own
he had,
position.
he had
to
2.
break
He had
I mean,
two
I
sixes
could have-
starting at turn 1. It was
I
not gonna happen.
saw all the troops he had there, and I saw the 4 that he was able to fortify in, so I knew it would have been impossible to do anything about it.
So after that, do you have any
The
kind
only
of
thing you could have hoped for is to slow roll it and get perfect dice, and then let the zombies
Yeah.
break.
Well, I
Not the only
think
thing.
Cecil's
But
referring
being
to
first,
turn 1.
it's terrible.
Yeah, I think he's referring to turn 1, where you have the other territory and like you were thinking about sitting like troops in there, but then you realized no,
So-
he's got way too much.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could have done. I had a 1 there that I could put my 3 troops in, but it would have been
No.
pointless.
Probably would have cost yourself all of your other positions.
Yeah.
I gotta.
And I had to
Yeah, sorry guys, I
save
gotta
the
drop.
spot up north.
Hey,
Alright,
Cecil,
peace out,
good
Sam
game.
boy.
Do you,
GG's.
Samboy?
Good game.
Yeah, good job. I had a spot up north that I had to save, which would have saved me in the end, but at one point I think Feliz, we had the corner that we could trade in, but he moved back and I ended up dying that position to zombies that got let in.
Yeah,
That
the
was just then
zombies
my
the
game.
zombies they got +2 on a turn I wasn't ready for it. I lost my 4 in the bottom, and then when as soon as I lost it 4, I'm like, okay, my game literally hinges upon the fact of everyone fighting to the death and me either getting lucky and placing second or me getting like as fed a kill as possible so I don't die, because I had no lines, I didn't have a portal. I'm sitting there like, oh, and then when I saw you didn't have the set on 4, the only situation where I move on like I did was I set on 4, the person after me sets on 4, the person after them sets on 4, and then Samboy sets on 4, kills you, and then attempts to feed the game. That's the only way I move on, and I got lucky. I mean, really, I did. I got lucky. Could have gone either way.
No, you didn't. Of
No,
course
I
not.
didn't. If I had the set on 3,
You had 2 cards
then
in an infantry, didn't you?
I had 2 infantry and I had the truck, not the car, but the
Okay.
big 18-wheeler.
Cecil, you in that left position, you had like 2 stacks for some reason. What were you trying to establish, like a trading zone, or why did you have those 2 stacks? Besides, of course, the beautiful 69 that you did added there at a point. Let me highlight that.
I mean,
Kudos for
I
that.
had to,
there wasn't
I
much.
had
There wasn't much for me. So I moved over because I needed a card and I wanted to get a little bit away from Sam. But then I was hoping to move up north, but zombies were just too big. I mean, if
There
I
was
had a
also
set on
much
4, I
people
would have
stacked
gone further north.
There too.
Yeah, if you wanted to go further north, it was that zombie stack and then a purple stack that was bigger than whatever my stack was.
Yeah. I really needed a set on 4. It didn't really matter.
Yeah,
It's like that.
set on 4 there was pivotal because
I
it
would've
was like,
said, though, if
it's
Samboy
like
didn't know where you
Samboy.
were,
Yeah, that.
Samboy
Well,
didn't know where you were, you
Samboy.
would have had the biggest trade.
Yeah, Samboy not knowing where he is, I feel like he had way too much information on the board just because he had so much, like, the best way I could explain it is he had so much expendable income that he just kind of took a stroll around the board for a little bit and is like, okay, there's nothing there, there's nothing there, there's nothing there. He did get, I will
He's
say,
the only
he
player that
got
could afford to
lucky.
kill you.
He got extremely lucky that your position in the top was eliminated. Because he
Yes.
did not check up there, and I don't think he realized it was up there because we had kind of kept that stack hidden. It was, I believe, me, purple, and pink, so me, Nub, and Feliz had your little stack kind of cornered off up there. If you didn't know where that was, the game could have swung completely different.
Yeah. I knew he didn't check up there and he didn't know that was up there. I was hoping that he wouldn't go for it, but
Yeah.
could also afford it.
Yeah, he was way ahead. I don't know
He
what his actual
probably-
troop count was, but I know
He
he
probably
was so
had
far
double
ahead.
my troops by turn 4. He probably had double my troops.
Yeah, I was looking at my troops
what
during
happens when you
first
get a plus
sets,
4.
like before I set in, I'm like, okay, I'm on 27 troops. Samboy's on at least 40. Like, and that's if the zombies hit him hard at the start. Like, he's getting over double what I'm generating a turn. I don't like this at all. And it was kind of like, fuck.
That
Okay.
+4 in the middle is the reason I don't play zombies on that map. It's just way too overpowered.
Yeah,
Whoever-
I mean,
Whoever
I think
gets that +4 in the other games wins. Should win.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Or they feed the game.
yeah, or
in
they
this
or they
situation.
feed the game, yeah.
Right, they move on either way.
But yeah, I mean, even though I move on, I still have gripes about this format. Because the reason the game went the way it went is simply because of who's moving on. I hate the winner and runner-up move on. You know, that's not. It doesn't feel right to me. It's like, if you're going to have a winner
People can
move
just
on,
suicide for
then
a
there
win.
needs to be an incentive for something else to happen. Because the only incentive that I see is suicide, which is exactly what happened at the end. And I'm not saying it's the
Turn
wrong play. I think it was correct based off how the settings were. You know, if you have a winner move on and a runner-up move on, if somebody gets far enough ahead, like Samboy did, he literally, the only way he could lose is if he tries to feed the game to somebody else just to speed it up, and then he ends up dying instead. That's the only way.
Like if Felice would have killed Samboy on the set on 3, then he gets eliminated, which is a danger.
Yeah,
of
but
doing that. It didn't
It
work.
was, yeah.
It didn't hurt him
he was
like
going
that.
for me though. That's the thing. I wish Felice was here so I could ask him about it because I am curious if he would have gone for me or not. I'm pretty sure he goes for me in that position though.
He didn't
'Cause
know where you were.
You had more
He-
troops than Samboy did.
I know, but I didn't have a set. But
I think
the
Felice
one,
is a
the one
smart
thing
enough
to
player to know that after all that failed kill, Samboy was
Maybe.
using you.
I don't know because he set for the 30 and then
It's also
probably didn't
crazy
even
that-
spend all of that to kill you, right? He probably didn't spend 30 troops to kill you off, and then set for the 35. And I mean, I guess after that he then proceeded to smack everyone's stacks except mine out of existence.
Also, early game, let me say, you're very fortunate the zombies didn't path down. So,
I was looking at the zombies pathing. Zikron had posted somewhere in the server that he had made a map for it. So I recommend everyone that is playing these settings to go check that out. It's in the Risk Zombies server. I'm sure there's some link somewhere. But yeah, he posted that early this morning, at least for my side. And I was using that like it was the Bible. I was like, okay, this is a safe spot. Zombies want to go straight up. Okay, I'm gonna let them have that portal, and I know zombies like portals more, so I know they're going to go elsewhere. And
yeah, the
even
portals
before
are
they
good.
move to the left, they're gonna hit the purple 4. So I know my stack there is good. It was a shame I lost my 3, because the zombie stack ended up hopping around the portals and then coming back. But
big enough zombie stack to do that.
Yeah, the
no, I think all it did was hit 1s on portals, and then it kind of just made its way through some cheap troops.
Everybody was smart enough to get off the portals.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of
It's
let that one
basically
loose.
playing Russian roulette with where the stack, which portal is last.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, it's gonna go to that portal, that
Go
portal.
to the other one. Go to the other one.
Go to the other one. Oh, damn it. Uh oh.
Yeah.
Well,
And the one danger about that is that others or zombies up onto a portal that take priority, and then the zombie stack just continues. That's the one danger, but that's very rare.
Yeah. I mean, I will say I did get pretty lucky that I kept some positions alive. Like, I think the zombies turn 1. No, turn 2. Lost 2 4-on-2s against me without killing any troops.
Yeah.
I got extremely lucky because my 2 at the top, which I combined into a stack anyways, but then there was that one position I had below that portal towards the top that luckily stayed alive. And I'm like, dude, these zombies keep getting +2. I'm getting hammered. I'm like trying to partition these troops and trying to keep my stack alive. It was like, what was it, like turn 3, and there were like already complete double-digit stacks surrounding my stack on the right.
Yeah, I was saying also that the other negative, like the other huge advantage somebody has that has a bonus, is they screw over the entire board because the zombies keep adding more
Yeah.
than they should.
Yeah, that was that probably was because he held the bonus. Was they kept getting +2s
Yeah,
everywhere.
they kept getting +2s. Just
That
because
was-
the
that
extra
was pretty rough.
+4. That's I
But I mean-
I get why, but I hate bonus maps for zombies.
Yeah, I mean, you saw my spawn. I was nowhere near
Oh,
there
it was a
at
terrible
all.
spawn. It was an awful spawn.
It was awful.
I was like, crap, man, that sucks for you. I'm like,
Yeah. I mean,
just hope and pray you don't get killed off by the zombies. Because if the zombies path differently, they could have put you in a world of hurt maybe with 12 troops after the first turn.
yeah, man, it could have gone
Going up
so many
saved
different
you
ways.
so much. Yeah.
Which one? The moving my stack off the portal, going to the left?
Yeah, I mean, like saying, like if the zombies path down, it would have wiped out at least 2 of your 3s and hit a bunch of other stuff.
It's I think on the zombie pathing, if the zombies there go down, the 3 I fortified in is fine. but the 3 on the bottom that I lost anyways dies. So the only difference, I guess, was if it went down, it wouldn't have lost enough on my 3, and it would have started smacking positions that were in that other +3 or +4 bonus. I don't know what it is, but the like 4 territory one that's touching the 2 in the middle. Whatever that bonus is worth. I know it would have gone there and hit
There
some
was a
stacks.
portal at the bottom of that one, so it would have started portal hopping.
It was
Went
no,
through
it
the
was
web
it was in the
system.
1 safe territory. The portal was technically on a safe territory. The only reason it wasn't was because it was a portal. But it would have hit stuff. I don't know what it would have hit, but it would have at least not been hugging me in the top right like it did.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
that position was in peril the entire time.
Dude, the
And
entire time
I was
I'm like,
wrong about. I was like, Nub doesn't need to roll that stat. Oh wait, never mind. I saw the +2. I'm like, yeah, I guess Nub knew that their zombies were gonna add +2.
I didn't think there was, which was why I'm like, okay, I think I'm fine, and I was not fine at all, but I got very lucky that he lost. Yeah, he had oh, Cecil, you didn't see it. He had a 5 in the top right on a portal, and he hit left and saw an 8 with his 5. He slow rolled the 8 once, lost 2 troops, and then slow rolled my 6 and lost both troops. So he had a 5 stack position that disappeared, and luckily,
unfortunate dice against
He
zombies.
slow rolled zombies and lost 2.
yeah, he slow rolled zombies and lost 2.
Terrible.
Yeah, and luckily he didn't kill any of my troops because the 10s when the 8 became a 10, it went top right, and my 6 lived, and the 10 didn't hit my 5. So it was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The stars fell
I
upon
felt
my
bad
lap
for him
that
for
game.
losing that position there, but I mean, sometimes that happens with slow rolling zombies.
I
You
was
just
like
get
in
trash dice.
I was in utter shock when I saw him lose 2 troops. I'm like, wait, what did he lose 2 troops on, the zombie? And then he rolled me. I'm like, wait, what? Son of a bitch! I'm gonna hit. I was pissed. I think I double checked the
Battle log.
yeah,
Battle
I
log.
double checked the battle log like 5 times. I'm like, wait, did that really happen? Did he really just do that? And I'm like, he's got this 4 next to my 4. Oh man, it's like if he had killed that position, Noob would have been hurting. Noob would have been hurting. He was losing something. I would have been
Throw
pissed.
your game to hit that stack.
It wouldn't have been throwing my game entirely,
You
but I
would've
was
lost another
removing the.
position.
If I rolled good enough.
That's the thing.
If I roll a 7
The
on
game of
4 and I
inches
only
in the
lose
zombies
1.
when you're in first position.
Yeah,
The game of inches in the first position.
that's true.
The
I
last
don't know.
position, it's like I was telling the people why I prefer last position over first position. It's not only because you get the biggest trades and you get to hide, but also you get more troops to preserve more stacks in the
Yeah.
last position, which is a huge advantage.
Well, it also
Or-
helps when you spawn with a 4 and a +4 when the other territories
Yeah.
are 1. I think that
Yeah, no kidding.
that helps a little bit.
I think, I mean, for me, like, I was gonna tell Sam this, but I was kind of disappointed that he didn't win the game because he should have. I mean, I get you want to secure your semi spot, but you should have.
If Sam wanted to play it as safe as humanly possible, he doesn't go for any more kills, and he just sets through the rotations. That's all he does. Does nothing else.
No, he could have gotten all the kills there, because he had so many troops from
Oh,
that
he
bonus.
definitely could have.
He could have.
Well, he could have, but not that turn. Not that turn.
Yeah, no, not that turn. He could have waited.
Following turn.
Yeah, when he had 5 cards, and
Well,
nobody
'cause
would
we
kill
were-
him
we were
because
all
they knew he was way
on-
too strong.
We were all on 2, right?
Yeah. There's no way anybody could have killed him.
No, when he went for it, we were all on 3.
He had
Yeah,
5
I know,
cards and
but
he got
still,
to
even
3.
with the trade on 3, people. I think this lobby's high skilled enough to know that they literally can't kill him anyway because he's way too strong. Holding
Yeah,
that bonus
no,
the entire
I
time.
agree. I don't. Even if Feliz did set on 3, I think there's no way. There's no way that he's gonna go for Samboy. Right. I
Yeah,
just think
but
that's just not
me.
happening.
I want to win every single game, even if I only need to be top 2. I want to win every.
See,
single
I
game,
love
so
I love
I
that
would wait.
mindset, and that's what I want to play for. Unfortunately, that game I was not in a position to go for kills, and I'm just sitting there like, well, let's hope I get fed a second place.
Yeah. First position is trash in zombies.
Yeah.
Unless you get fed a
It
kill.
is.
It's rare to win a game. Well, I almost won the Invitational game in first position. It was frustrating that I didn't because somebody got really good dice. But
Yeah, well, you
yeah,
also got to remember that if you're not going in last place, you can be backtracked through your entire your one
yeah,
basically
easily,
one
yeah,
trail.
you
You
can't hide.
can't hide, and
Yeah.
you know the ability to hide in last position is huge with the zombies wiping out that path, and it does give you a concealment angle that nobody else has.
I mean, it's not as obvious to win as I'm gonna call it 5-round rumble, even though they call it speed blitz. I don't know why they call it speed blitz. It's not as obvious of a win as in speed blitz to win in last position. But if you're in last position in a zombies game, your probability of winning probably increases. But
You have
double
so much
compared to the
control
first.
in last. You have so much control in last position.
Yeah,
It's very powerful.
you know, usually
You play
last
it right.
trade, you know, you're getting
If you
the
play
troop
like
advantage.
a noob, you're dead. Yeah. Seeing people in last position not know how to play zombies. Another reason why I play zombies in ranked. It's so easy to win when people have no clue what they're doing. But
Just a-
I
Especially
also
when
like
you have
zombies that are
+4
faster wins.
compared to everybody else.
Yeah. That's a huge. That's like to me like
Double.
I know I'll need a top 2, but I couldn't throw that dominant position away. I would just kill everybody. Like I'm gonna kill everybody one by one. Everybody's gonna sit there hoping that they're not going to die next to me, because they know they're going to die next to me.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
Something
Well
it
played,
worked out,
guys.
Samboy.
something else you guys
Worked
would
out,
like to
Samboy.
add?
Unfortunately, Cecil, you got stuck on 5. That's unfortunate for you.
Yep.
Something else you guys would
I
like
still
to add
think
to?
Samboy probably kills you anyway. For 3
No,
cards.
I mean, to anybody that's gonna play these settings in the future, I mean, stop the bonus. Otherwise, what you just saw is gonna happen. But I mean, you can't really do
Well,
anything when
if you have
somebody's
a
in last
spawn
position.
like Samboy's, if you got
Yeah.
a spawn with Samboy's where you had to hit 2 6s, you're
That's
basically saying, I'm
that's what
going
I was
to
hoping
throw
for.
a stack to prevent them having a bonus.
I mean, I was just hoping in the end that I would be the one to get the bonus, and then I could sit there and I would never, ever, ever go for a kill, and then I would just let everyone else fight for second. And I
mean,
just
like,
watch
people
from the
watch-
throne of the Colosseum and just stare down at the gladiators.
Yeah, like people watching this, I mean, if you're in the tournament, that you see how powerful that bonus is. It's way too
Have fun.
overpowered, which is kind of invalidates this map as a good zombies map, in my opinion. Now, I get it's an open map, it's a nice map. Not everybody's going to be guaranteed to take that bonus. It might be set up to where zombies spawn with a 10 stack in the middle of that bonus and nobody's taking that thing.
I mean, if there was a stable
Who knows?
portal on that bonus, I tell you what, he ain't holding it.
Yep.
If there was a portal there, that zombie stack would
Zombie
have killed it.
12 crashes in there.
He had 2 6s. If there was a stable portal, that 13 zombie stack that I let run free on a portal, it would have broken him and it would have hurt.
Yep.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you got lucky.
Some closing remarks, Cecil? Something you would like to add?
No, I played well. You know, I'm proud of you, obviously. You know, it was touch and go. Is that one stack you were trying to conceal within all 3, where you started with the 3-3-3 and then moved the 7 to the left off that portal, and I knew immediately that bot was going to go in that direction. But we actually had thought that White had seen that position, not Fleas. So we
Trump-
thought that was the major one that nobody
Trump-
could
My
see
memory's
that. So
not
we
as
thought
good
that was
when I'm
your
not
saving.
playing the game.
Trunk just said that
My
Mamba.
memory's not as good.
Trunk just said that Mamba is giving away his strategy, so I'm guessing that after this game, everybody else in the other games they're just gonna wait and stalemate until somebody gets bored and gets to kill everybody.
Well, see, here's the thing. That example that I gave, that's only if you're in Samboy's position. I'm sorry, you're generating 7 troops a turn. You're generating over double what a player's generating at the start of the game, turn 2, because you're probably taking it turn 1, if you have a good enough spawn for it. And if somebody places shit in there, you're just gonna end up hitting it anyways, like, whatever.
And you got the highest trade.
Yeah, you get the highest trade, so it's like, by the time second trades come around, let's say everyone sets on 4, right? Let's just assume in a perfect world everyone gets sets on 4, so everyone has an opportunity to do whatever they want. How many turns have gone by that point? 7? 7 turns of taking cards, so it's the 8th turn. So you have 6 turns of getting 4 extra troops. So you just get an extra 24 troops over every other player by the time sets come in.
So you get a second set, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like you get a set during the second trades without actually having to set during the second trades. It's like you're not equitable at all.
That being said, don't just play for the bonus. If you can play positionally, you can snipe second place.
Or first.
Better.
Yeah.
If somebody feeds the game, all it takes is somebody to feed you nice 5 munchy cards, and you can win the game.
Yeah, but here, Carter, I started this game up. So I just wanted to show the position. So I spawned with, there was a blizzard on Havelland. That was a blizzard. New brand was the portal. And then it was a zombie stack on Barnum. That was a 7 zombie. I had a 3 on Berlin, a 3 on Eisenhüttenstadt, a 3 on the blizzard, and then Pink had a 2 right here. And so White did have a position below this, so he did see the bottom 3, but he watched the bottom 3 get hit. He didn't ever see the 2 3s I combined into a 5 and saved. He only saw the 3 on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then Pink saw it, but then lost vision fairly quickly, because he got smacked. Also, the bot just killed the zombies.
That's the thing about bots, they attack zombies.
Love that. But yeah, no, I had
anyway,
no vision of this bottom right
your
bonus.
Your spawn was terrible. Your spawn
it was pretty bad.
You made the best out of it.
I did. I'm just glad I got one position that nobody saw, and it's like, okay, this person sees that position, and that position, but they don't see that one. Same with this person, same with that person. They don't see this one. This one is like, it's like a ghost in the shell. It's like just sitting in between massive zombie stacks. So if you want me, you're gonna have to work for it. Cause it was like I had a 16 stack there, and it was a 22 and a 19 below me, and then it was like a 12 above me, and White had a stack on that
17
portal.
or something like that.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, you're not getting to that stack unless you know it's there, or you've hit everything else out, and now you're panicked because I'm not dead.
Yeah.
No, but that's always fun.
And then if they weaken themselves enough and they have 3 cards, you can just kill them.
Yeah.
Hey Mamba, I got a question for you. Harlow at the beginning of the broadcast basically had a question about strategy and your thought process, and I basically was saying you basically want to focus on the number of positions. We weren't sure yet if it was going to be a bonus grab on those 2. Obviously, he was put in a position to be able to do it, and you weren't anywhere near there to even break it. You couldn't even see it. But when you're starting at a map like that with that many territories, is there a set number of ideal positions, especially when you're dealing with zombies? Because we know in round 3 through 5 they're going to do that double +1 move, and you may be so thin if you decide to hold between 5 and 6. Is there a number of territories that you would like to have or you shoot for?
I mean, it's hard in a game like that. It doesn't even really matter how many positions you have. You just have to have positions people don't see. Like, if for instance, if I didn't have that stack on Berlin and they saw me adding troops every turn to other places, there's a good chance Samboy just kills me over everyone else. But Samboy had the least vision of me. Up until the very end, he only saw one position constantly. That was it. He only saw the one that was next to him on the portal.
Yeah,
everything
true.
else was in the fog.
Yeah, we were. Well, I also brought up the fact that when we get to the point, and of course Carter was, would attest to this, that when you start adding and they don't see that one position, certain players, especially when you're in a noob tournament, sometimes they're going to go for the kill on you and have no idea you got 4 positions as opposed to the 3 that they see. And they may not even notice that in a particular round when you're dropping troops down, that they don't even see the troops being dropped on the territories next to them. They don't even notice you have a 4th. But I was thinking literally at the beginning that 5 was pretty thin, but then you were able to keep him for such a long time. And so
Yeah, I
that was
mean
one of the main.
it's hard when somebody holds a bonus because you have to keep adding troops to positions just to preserve them from the zombies, while also factoring in that you have to take a card, so you're losing a troop on a stack every turn.
Yeah.
And
There was a
worked out
pivotal one
benef-
when you would, yeah, you didn't have a trade on 3. I think it was on your 3rd, maybe it was your 2nd trade. You did not have a card to pull, and I think I think you slidered against
I had
me.
to hit a zombie 5 and I
You had to
lost
hit a
2
zombie
troops
and you
on it.
slider and you used slider. So and you didn't. I think you still kept a 6 stack. I think on that one.
Yeah,
So I think you were
it was a
safe.
6. I kept it alive, and it was just enough not to get hit by the 10 later on.
Yeah.
But I knew it was like, I don't have a good card, and I think they're trading cards in the top left. I have to get up there somehow. So that was kind of the goal, is like I move to the left, I pull my 2 in, and then like maybe we can get a card trading spot up there.
Yeah.
You know, and we could have, if Pink had combined, if he had hit my 1, combined his troops, we could have had a free trading spot back there. But that never happened, and one of his stacks ended up getting killed, and then zombies were obviously let in. I mean, it's tough because when somebody holds the bonus, there's so many +2s and +3s to the zombies are happening that it's like at some point I had to pick and choose. It's like, okay, if the zombies get +2 by chance, what am I trying to keep alive? Okay, the stack in the fog, need to keep that alive. That is my most pivotal position, has to live. Okay. Then I need to keep the one that everyone sees alive, because if they see me getting hit, they're gonna be under the assumption that I'm super weak. So I need to make sure that stays alive. It's almost like politicians need to make sure they look at the top of their game even if they're not. Kind of like that. It's like, a politician, they could have, their best friend of 20 years passed away and they have a funeral to go to the next week, but they have this huge speech they have to give on some new development. They have to look good. They can't, kind of crumble, kind of like that, like false confidence, maybe, but that's not, I don't feel like that's the right word, but something like that. It's like I have to look like I am stronger than I am. Even if I lose positions they can't see, I still have to look strong.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, why didn't you? I mean, you had a couple of options. One of which was like, you lost that bottom 4. Why didn't you just attack the zombie 1 to combine the other 4 that ended up being in the middle?
It was a zombie
into
6.
Your other 4.
The reason I lost it was because it was a zombie. Oh, you're talking about like early on?
Yeah, I mean early on you had a 1 to hit.
Ideally, I wanted them to
that down to the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you talked about how you wanted to go into a game and you wanted to go in with the mindset that you're still trying to win. Even though second place moves on, you're still trying to win, right? And I'm thinking in my head, okay, I need that bottom 4 because that is my only access point to that bottom position. Whoever is being held in that corner, I have to have access to that. Whoever's down there, I have to have access. So I'm like, okay, I need to keep that position alive, but I don't want to be knocked out of that little center spot. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try to keep both of those as 2 positions. But then, obviously, zombies got +2 on the turn. I didn't think they were going to, but I think the bonus caused them to get pushed over a little bit.
Yeah, that was the bonus's fault.
Yeah. So it was like,
that was
okay,
unfortunate for you.
I lose that 4, and as soon as I lost that 4, it was basically, okay, I can't go for a kill. I no longer have access to anything. It's just like I'm just a sitting duck hoping somebody throws bread at me.
Yeah.
I mean that's all it is.
You ended up getting that. You ended up getting that bread.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure the slow rolls were very exciting for you and Harlow.
If you failed to kill on Fleece, he probably would have killed you.
Oh, I think he was going
So-
for the kill on me anyways, but obviously I don't know that for sure.
He didn't know all your positions, so that was the thing.
Well, he didn't know my 16 on the right. That's the one position that he probably didn't know and couldn't get to. The one thing I will say to that, though, is that the problem would have been that the next turn he would have removed all of my other positions. So he sets, removes all the other positions, realizes he doesn't kill me. What does he do? Does he keep stretching out all of his troops to try to gamble and go for the kill on me? Or does he sit, conserve the rest of his troops, and slowly investigate? In which case, maybe I can make it to my set, or maybe he finds me before I get to my set.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think in my position, like for me, I'm experienced zombies player, so in my position, if I were Felice, I would have killed Sam because I would have known that he was expended.
Yeah, it's a matter of finding his positions, though. That's the one challenge with Sam, is you don't know where his troops were left. But for me, you know where my positions are, because I haven't moved them. Sam has taken over basically the entire board. He's wiggled his troops around. It's going to be very, very difficult to get to
Another
Sam's
thing
remaining
for
two
Felice is he
positions
didn't have
unless
to do
you're
anything.
sure.
He could have just. Another thing with Felice, he could have just sat on 3 and sat there and waited for Sam to kill you.
I
another
disagree, and
strategy.
the reason I say I disagree is because I don't think there's a world that Sam, after doing that, goes for the kill on me. Because I'm now on 4 cards, and if he's not sure of my positions, he's going to die to me. I then kill him. That's my thought process. Because
He had
obviously
5
Sam,
cards at that time.
yeah, he had 5 cards, but sets were, how big were sets there? It was like, because he killed. It was okay. So I set for. Okay, so there's 5 people. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Then I set for the 15, 20, 25. So he set for the 30, killed Cecil
Sets were
for the
about 50, I
35.
believe.
Well, no, they were lower than that for sure.
And he killed Nub to set in
Killed
turn
Nub.
again.
Didn't set in turn.
Oh, he should have.
Did he?
Should have.
He said. Did he set in turn?
I don't know why I'm thinking he should have.
No,
Like,
that put him at
he was
5
on
cards.
3 cards after killing Cecil. He was on 3 cards, and then I believe Nub had 2 cards. I don't know.
You may be
Maybe I'm
right. You may be right.
misremembering.
I'm not sure. We'd have to look back on it. But I was like, maybe he did. But it was okay. So he killed Cecil for the 35. Let's say he killed Noob for the 40. Then he would have killed. Okay. Then if Felice set on 3, did nothing, and just sat, that would be the 45. Then he would set on 5 for the 50. And I had about 50 troops. About not counting after I slow rolled. After I slow rolled, if I had lost that and Fleas made it to his turn and then he set and sat there, then it would have been different, because then it would have been like, okay, I've now lost those 2 positions. I'm down to my 16 that's hidden away and my 11 on the left, so I'm at 27. But he'd have to, well, he did have the view of the entire board, so maybe he would have gotten me. Maybe would have been expensive though.
Yeah. Because even then, Samboy didn't know all of the maps, so it wasn't a guarantee that he was up top.
There's that, but then also, I'm pretty sure he knew that Felice's position was at the very top, so maybe he just sets, goes off of his 13, hits 1 territory, hops onto a portal, jumps to the top of the map, and then just kills his stack anyways. Because you gotta keep in mind, right there, he didn't make the play to play for first, he made the play to play for second. So if he was willing to play for second just to move on, then maybe he just kills Felice to guarantee himself moving on instead of searching for me through the fog, and if he fails to find me, I then get back to my turn with 4 cards, and if I have a set, I kill him. But, all hypothetical.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta go. Good luck next round, Mamba.
Alright, thank you very much, man.
Well,
Good
I'm gonna take
Good
this
game.
opportunity to conclude the broadcast. You guys can keep talking after this if you want to keep talking about the game. The results of the game, even though they don't show for some reason in the dashboard, we got Mamba in first place and Samboy 1, 2, 3, both of them moving to the finals next week. So it was a really nice game. Zombies, a lot of strategies, and of course we already heard Mamba's side of this. Again, let me remind you all that we have our sponsor Rogue Energy. Go ahead and look them up whenever you need some extra energy for whatever you're doing, some all-nighter or some extra work. Go ahead and look them up wherever you buy your energy drinks. And last but not least, our next match is gonna be on December 15th at 19 UTC. Actually, no, that was moved to 23 UTC, I think. Yeah. So yeah, the next match is gonna be December 15th at 23 UTC. So go ahead and watch them. This is the finals, so we have 3 more games after this one. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I am going to conclude the streaming. Maybe I'm gonna rate somebody. And thank you for watching. Oh, Ollie.
Thanks again, Harlow.
Oh, anytime.
Job well done.
Thank you, and thank you for the commentary. Definitely, I'm not. Zombies are not my strongest point, so it was really nice to have you and Chad here helping me fill the gaps.